So good morning everybody, welcome once again to Kallula Coast Kart Club. Time for the vintage karts to come out onto the circuit and give us a little demo run of what the karting used to be like many years ago. Some of these karts are era 3, some are era 4, we've got era 5. There's Colin Levy's kart, which is a twin engine kart in there. And I'll give you a rundown on the drivers and the kart drivers in those machines as they get them fired up and warmed up. There's a bit of racing going on down the back straight into the sweeper, so it's looking like the boys are really going to give it some jazz. Lee Duckerman coming around the point up there and starting to give it some. And past me, that is the number 5 kart. That's Lisa Cunningham is in the 5 kart. Now Lisa is driving a DPE XP 1991 kart. That's got a DAC T77 rotary valve on board. Candy apple red is the chassis colour chose by Dad. So Lisa has put the hand up. She's just putting the hand up going past one of the stricken karts. Past me, that's Paul Duckerman going past in the number 6 kart. Down the hill he goes now. And Paul is in the PCR Jaguar 2000 with KT100s on board. That's an era 5 kart. Coming past me now then, and this is the twin engine rocket. That is the number 44, piloted by Gregory Ryan. That is again owned by Colin Levy. It's a Swiss Cutlass with the Speed twin Clubmans on board. It's a rocket ship pushing out about 60 horsepower. You wouldn't believe the speed of those machines. The number 29 kart going past now. That as it goes down the hill, that's Ian Cullen on the JP Sprinter. It's got a Refo rotary valve on board, that one. And there is the number 06. Again, that is Paul Duckerman, the PCR Jaguar 2000 kart. And back up the hill in the twin engine kart, ripping past turn 1. That's how fast they were back in the day. 2 engines on the beast. It is an absolute rocket. Back towards me then. The number 6. That's Lee Duckerman in a Dino 191. And that is a Perilla T36 powering that kart, and it looks like a weapon too as he steams up the hill now towards the complex. And there he is, Desley Rostrom on the number 60. That's Chainsaw, she's on board. So Desley in the DPE Arrow 1984 model. Perilla TT27 rotary valve. Absolutely rocketing through the field. So Desley was on form yesterday, and that is a beast of a kart. Up the hill she comes, past the grandstand. Come and watch the guys in the vintage karts on track right now for you doing their demo runs as Desley looks over the shoulder, just throttles off, puts the hand up and goes past. Unfortunately, the 29 of Ian Cullen stopped on the infield. Goes up the inside, that's the number 5, blasting through. Again, Lisa Cunningham going past sister Desley. The 74 then blast past me now, that is Richard Littler. Richard's in the Techno this time. Richard Littler in the Techno with Perilla TT31s on board. That is the number 74 kart, you know. He's in the Comet K88 rotary, sorry. Richard's in the Birrell T3 1974 this time. Back past me then, oh, Duckerman. He is giving us some jandle. The number 6, Lee Duckerman, is used to the vintage. He runs the F100s class 2 and runs with the SEK guys. He is running real quick down the dipper. Duckerman and Desley and Cunningham hammering round together. It's almost a race between them. This could be on like Donkey Kong. The vintage guys, I promise you, this is a demo. They're not really racing, but they really are. Look at this thing, look at this Desley. Breeze up the inside, and it's outside suicide for Cunningham. Rostrom then, through turn 1, Cunningham behind, back towards me. Desley into the complex, Cunningham behind, past the stricken kart. The 29, unfortunately, of Cullen Parkin. And this last one, busy on the steering wheels too. Where is the twin engine? Here it is. Colin Levy's number 44 car, piloted by Greg Ryan. That is a real rocket. Rounding out through the complex, you can see the power the thing's got. Right behind him, Paul Duckelman is in the 06 car. Back towards me comes, giving it some jandle. Hangs the rear end out as he goes through the complex. And his son, believe it or not, Lee, is chasing him down. It might be a father-son battle in a minute. Back towards Ward, they throttled off, they backed it off, the checkered flag is out. And I think they're going to kiss and make up at the pits. Desley and Lisa will have enjoyed that. Well, at least the carburettor stayed on this time. If you missed it yesterday, unfortunately it was in her hand. So Lisa had a bit of dramas yesterday with the carburettor, rolled over it. But great stuff from the Vintage guys. And thanks for bringing the machines here to Kallula Coast Kart Club, the Queensland Vintage and Historic Karting Club. If you want to go and see the machines, pop over and see them against the fence line. They are absolutely fabulous. The guys and girls love talking about the machines. They will tell you what they do, what they've got, how fast they are. They'll even tell you the horsepower they run. But we'll see them again today, but brilliant to see them out on circuit. I myself had a go yesterday in one of these magnificent machines, and they really are a sight for sore eyes. So they packed it up. They will be out again later. We'll just get a couple of them retrieved. But yeah, pop and see them in the pits, guys. They do love to show you what they've got. That was your Queensland Vintage and Historic Kart Club coming out at Kallula to show their machinery.